Chidanand. RajghattaUS President Donald Trump may be on the cusp of a historic foreign policy triumph after North Korea announced on Saturday that it will suspend nuclear tests and missile launches immediately and shutter a site used to conduct nuclear tests. TNN, updated, April 22, 2018, 4:21 ISTNorth Korea has announced it will suspend nuclear tests and shutter a site used to conduct nuclear tests. The announcement came ahead of a new round of nuclear negotiations between Pyongyang, Seoul and Washington. A TV screen showing file footage of the U.S. President and North Korean leader Washington. It may yet be premature to say Donald Trump is on the cusp of a historic foreign policy triumph after North Korea announced Saturday that it will suspend nuclear tests and missile launches, but even that limited commitment by the isolated communist regime has earned the U.S. president's approach grudging new respect, coming as it does amid ceaseless domestic crises. The North Korean pledge, including an announcement by its leader Kim Jong-un that he is shuttering down the country's principal nuclear test site because it has done its job, drew qualified praise for Trump after he took the unprecedented route even during his presidential campaign of declaring he was ready to meet Kim if peace could be achieved. No serving American president has met a North Korean leader, Kim, his father, and his grandfather, since the country was founded, and Trump's offer to engage directly was seen as reckless and evidence of his lack of foreign policy chops. North Korea has agreed to suspend all nuclear tests and close up a major test site. This is very good news for North Korea and the world, big progress. Look forward to our summit, Trump said in message on Twitter. Now it seems to be paying off big time. Although Kim's statement did not assure total and complete denuclearization that Washington has demanded, mainly to protect its allies South Korea and Japan, the U.S. president gloated about even the partial concession. North Korea has agreed to suspend all nuclear tests and close up a major test site. This is very good news for North Korea and the world, big progress. Look forward to our summit, Trump tweeted, virtually committing himself to meeting Kim. Just hours earlier, Trump had said he was ready to ditch the summit if it seemed like not producing results, or even walk out of it if it did not seem fruitful. If the meeting when I'm there isn't fruitful, I will respectfully leave the meeting, he said after talks with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, a stakeholder in the denuclearization, at his Mar-a-Lago resort. Trump's warning seemed to galvanize Kim into locking him into a meeting. The fact that Kim has made no clear commitment on denuclearization means the U.S. is still not fully wedded to the summit, but the North Korean leader has set the stage that will make it hard for Trump to bail out. Ever the dealmaker, Trump is expected to push forward with the summit, for which the venue and time is yet to be nailed down. North Korea has agreed to suspend all nuclear tests and close up a major test site. This is very good news for Nort. https://t.co/f7scdplvmo, Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, 1,524,264,634,000 regional experts and diplomats, parsing Kim's statement for its significance, agreed it was an important and clever first step towards enticing President Trump to the proposed bilateral summit in late May or June, even if it was not everything Washington had demanded. Kim's six-point statement carried by the state news agency included a commitment to focus on rebuilding the country's economy, suggesting that his drawing down was also a result of long-standing sanctions on Pyongyang that Trump benefited from. Still, the fact that Trump went out of step with traditional U.S. foreign policy caution and conservatism by dangling a summit meeting with Kim, and quickly grasped the opportunity when the North Korean leader took the bait, drew praise amid caution from the more traditional quarters, including some who want Washington to reconcile with Pyongyang's nuclear status. Pyongyang and Washington must come to terms with two realities: North Korea will not surrender its nuclear arsenal, the United States will not withdraw its support for South Korea. But once the U.S. policymaking apparatus accepts this, the aperture of the possible widens. By tacitly acquiescing to North Korea's nuclear status, and in the process, securing concessions on advance warning and notifications, among other subjects, the United States could partially supplant China as a patron, in a limited sense, simultaneously shoring up peninsular stability and presenting China with a new security challenge on its own border, intelligence analyst Graham Jenkins wrote in an op-ed under the headline, "The Strategic Wisdom of Accommodating North Korea's Nuclear Status." Kim, in fact, appears to have taken a leaf out of New Delhi's playbook, hoping perhaps to be recognized as a de facto nuclear power that India became after achieving the holy grail of thermonuclear weaponization and launch capability. Then Prime Minister Vajpayee had announced a moratorium on nuclear tests following India's 1998 Shakti nuclear tests, after determining from scientists that the country had confirmed the efficacy of a robust and sufficient enough deterrent system through physical tests, and rest of the advances in nuclear weaponry could be validated through simulation and lab tests. We no longer need any nuclear test or test launches of intermediate and intercontinental range ballistic missiles, and because of this, the Northern Nuclear Test Site has finished its mission, the official Korean Central News Agency quoted Kim as saying. Kim's commitment came hours after President Trump revealed that then CIA Director and Secretary of State nominee Mike Pompeo had traveled secretly to Pyongyang to meet with the reclusive North Korean leader. Get latest news. Read more world news in English and other languages. Related keywire report: the motley fool to fatter Gundry MDLCR health supplements. Trump welcomes North Korea's suspension of nuclear tests as brands China and Russia. Forces of instability. Democratic Party sues Russia. Trump campaign for disrupting 2016 election.